Hi everybody, welcome back to my craft room. If you're new, I'm Tanya with yanxa.creations on this channel. I love to share with you all my crafting ideas and experiments. So today I want to share with you a product that I've been using for quite some time to easily transfer images onto mugs. So these are Dollar Tree mugs. They're not sublimation mugs, and we're not going to be using sublimation paper, and we're not going to be using a sublimation printer with ink. So what I'm going to be doing is transferring this design, and it's printed in reverse just like you would if you are sublimating. The process is very similar. However, we're going to be using a laser printer. So if you have a regular black and white laser printer at home, fear not, you can transfer very nice black and white images. If you have a colored laser printer, then you can transfer colored images to your mugs. So no sublimation printer needed or sublimation ink. No, I just want to point out to you though that this is not as permanent as sublimation. So you will not be able to say, put this in the dishwasher, for example. So you could get away with it in the dishwasher a couple of times, but over time it will etch away the design. So really, I would recommend that this is more of a hand wash type thing, just like you would if you were doing vinyl or if you were doing a water slide. But what I like about this product is when you actually do the transfer onto your mug, it feels and looks just like sublimation. It has no touch to it. And you know, when you do a water slide, you can feel that water slide paper. You can't feel it. It feels and looks just like sublimation. All right. So when you are preparing your design and you send it to print, you're going to do it just like sublimation, where you put it in the reverse. But you are going to send it to a laser printer. So what type of paper are we printing on? So this is what we're printing on. It's called laser uncoated paper. All right, you get 50 sheets. I believe I paid like $35 for the 50 sheets, but you can imagine if you have 50 sheets, you can put up to 6 designs on that sheet. So it's a pretty good deal. All right, so you have a shiny side to it and you have the paper side, so you know exactly what side you're going to be printing on. Now, how you load it into the printer depends on your printer. I actually load it into the printer this side up, and when it prints it's on the side that I load it on. So it depends on your printer. So you can use any type of laser printer. If it's a black and white, then of course you'll just be doing black images. All right. So you go ahead and you print on that, and we're going to do the setup just like with sublimation. Just like with sublimation, you're going to need a heat press. You're going to need a mug press. And for me, I find this process to be pretty cost effective because, as I said to you, it's about $35 for the pack of 50, and you can get these mini mug presses for like $50. This mug press, I purchased it on eBay for $48, so that's cool. So you're not spending all that money to get set up for sublimation. All right, so let's go down to the table and we're going to prep the mug and press it, and I'll tell you all about your machine settings. All right, so let me just go ahead and show you that paper again. So it is laser uncoated paper. All right, so you can use this on pens, you can use it on anything that is a hard surface. So I'm going to leave in the description a link to my previous videos where I walked through using this paper in detail, and I did plates, I did mugs, I did bottles, all of that. I'm going to put a link to those 2 videos in the description if you want to see this paper being used on different surfaces. All right, so I'm just going to grab my mug, and just like with doing sublimation, you want to wipe off your mug with some alcohol. I did that before with this, but I was touching it a bit, so let me just wipe that off again. All right, so we need to get our scissors, and we're gonna need our heat tape. All right, so let's go ahead and prepare our mug. So what I like about the sublimation papers is that I can see through it. I can see through this one somewhat, but it's not as easy to see through, all right? Because we want to make sure that we're putting our design on straight. So I usually just try to hold it up to the light. You can see perfectly through it when you hold it up to the light. All right, so let's get it taped down. Now, when it comes to sublimation, I usually try to avoid putting my tape wherever the design is. Sometimes it doesn't quite work out, but it does not cause a problem. I've never had it cause a problem for sublimation. But I can tell you for this particular product, you do not want to put the tape where your design is. So make sure you have enough white edges to tape it down. All right? So you want to get that down straight, and you want to make sure you have no wrinkles in it. All right? Absolutely no wrinkles. Let's not get the tape on the design at all. I found it to be really problematic. All right, so let's get that all done. Nice. Okay, so just like with sublimation, we're taping it down, sprint it in reverse. So now we just need to get to the heat press. In terms of our heat press, I usually press this at 360 for 80 seconds. But you're gonna have to do a bit of trial and error because every heat press is different. So you might have to go down a little bit or up a little bit with your temperature to get a very good press. But I find that anywhere between 350 and 360 gives me a pretty good press. All right, so let's go ahead. Everything is just as we are doing it with sublimation. So let's go ahead and get it into the press. And you want a good firm pressure on this. All right, so 80 seconds it is. Okay, we are almost done. 8 seconds, 6. So here's the big difference between this and sublimation, or I should say another big difference is that our sublimation, we are able to peel it hot. When it comes to this product, we have to peel it cold. It has to be cold. So one of the things that you can do is to allow it to cool down for a bit, and then you can fill it up with some water to cool it more quickly, and then you can peel it. But we're just gonna allow it to sit and cool down, and hopefully we had a really great transfer, and our design is right here on our mug. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay, we're back. It's our time. The cup is now cool. So we're gonna go ahead and peel. We're gonna go ahead and peel this up. Fingers crossed. I hope it came out great. All right. So unlike sublimation, it is a cold peel. And of course, we know the tape is a little bit harder to pick up when it is cold, but we are going at it. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and peel this up. We're gonna peel this up slowly. Hope you're seeing that. And here is our transfer. All right, so it does not have any touch to it like vinyl or with a water slide. It is very seamless, just like a sublimation transfer. But you don't want to put this in your dishwasher. All right, it can survive in your dishwasher for a couple of washes because I've done it, and it's just that over time it's gonna get etched away, so it just needs to be hand washed. All right, so I think this turned out great. So let me know in the comments what you think about the laser uncoated paper. The process is very, very similar to sublimation. You just need to have a laser printer. All right, so That's it from me, guys. Let me know in the comments if you like this, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.